Your angels are your BFFs, okay? Talk to them like it. They want to be a part of your life. They want the tea. They want the fucking scoop, okay? I talk to my angels like 10 times a day, okay? But like one big, long conversation a day, and I go for a walk, okay? I just be like, doo-doo-doo. You know, people think I'm crazy because they see that I don't even have, like, AirPods in. They're just like, oh, this bitch is losing it. But I'm like, okay, so angels, like, this happened today, and I don't know what to do about this. I think he's cute, but I don't want to stir the pot. I'd just be letting them in on stuff. I'm like, how do I go about this one? You know, they don't care. They're not going to judge you. They're just here to help you out. And they'll give you answers if you just let them. They can help you with the smallest of things. Parking.
If this isn't satire, she is crazy.
False.
False?
She's not crazy.
You don't think she's crazy?
No, not at all.
You think she's actually talking to angels?
Okay, so you're agnostic, yeah? So you don't really have a certain religion or anything, but you believe there's something there, right? Okay. All humans have different beliefs. Some people don't believe there's anything. Some people believe in God. Some people believe in spirituality. Everyone has different beliefs. So if this is her belief, what's the issue? You wouldn't go up to somebody who believes in God and be like, hey, that's not real. You're crazy for believing in Adam and Eve and all of these stories that come with the Bible. You wouldn't say that to them because that's their belief. So why, if this is her belief, is she now crazy?
You know, there's people that believe that there are sheep on the moon. That's a religion.
I've never heard of that before.
What would you say to that?
I would say it's probably definitely false because people have been to the moon and there was no sheep there.
Probably definitely false.
Yeah.
Just say what it is. They're crazy.
Huh?
They're crazy.
Well, that is a bizarre statement to make. However,
but it's not bizarre to go into a park and go, I think he's cute, I think she's nice, to angels. And you think they're talking back. It's okay to believe in angels, but you think they're talking back to you about a cute boy.
So if I'm praying to God and I think that God's talking to me back by giving me signs within certain things or making certain things happen, am I crazy for that?
Yeah, I mean, in some instances you might be.
No, it's your religion and your personal belief, and you will have your own personal experiences in life.
No, but we can believe things. For example, if you prayed to God and then you started attributing like these things you saw on cars or TV posters or whatever, like that's a sign, you might be crazy. You can believe it if you want. People believe all sorts of things.
I wouldn't say it's crazy. I would say it's your personal belief. And if she believes that she's got angels...
So what's a crazy person? They have their own beliefs as well.
Well, give me an example.
Okay, well, people that believe that they're literally seeing things. They're literally seeing God standing before them. They're literally like having a conversation. They're literally seeing him there.
And
or they can see demons, or they can see people running at them.
Who is to say that that's not really what they're experiencing? You're not in their body, you will never know. Like, for example, when people tell me stories about their experiences with ghosts and stuff, a part of me is like, I don't believe that. But who am I to say that they're lying and that didn't really happen to them?
No, I'm not saying that there's things that we can question. I'm saying that there is a such thing as crazy people. People see things as schizophrenics.
Yes, which is an actual legitimate mental health issue.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that people can believe all sorts of things. And, you know, a man praying to God, looking for answers is different to a girl skipping around a park.
No.
Behaving like this, actually thinking that she's talking to angels about the cute boy that she saw.
Okay, so if somebody was in their bedroom talking out loud to God, hey God, I really like this guy. You know, if he's for me, keep him around. If he's not for me, get rid of him. I'm not sure. I want to do what you think is right. Do you think that's crazy?
No. What I think would be crazy if the conversation went, hey God, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. As if you're actually talking. That would be crazy. If I was praying in my room saying, God, you know, please guide me. You know, I feel lost. Send me a sign. But I'm fine with that. If the conversation was, what did you say? No, sorry, I didn't catch that. Oh, did you say go left? And then I'm going to meet someone called Samantha. Okay, got it. Then I'd say you're crazy.
But was she saying in this video that the angels was saying back to her, yeah, this guy?
Yeah, she's saying that she's having direct communication with them.
But what is she saying that the angels are saying? Has she said
Well,
that?
let's continue.
Okay.
Spots, you know, what dinner to eat tonight. Have fun with them. It's a loving relationship. It is something that should be absolutely enjoyed. You don't need to put it in prayer form. You don't need to, it's not that serious. It's just love. And some people think that angels are our higher selves. So it's like talking to an older version of yourself. Okay? So if you think in that term, talk to them like how you would talk to yourself. Okay? Like you're your own best friend. So that's how you should communicate with your angels. Okay? They're funny as fuck too. Okay? I have some stories. They are funny. They will like throw shit your way and you'll be like, what the fuck? Are you kidding, angels? It's the most loving relationship. It's just so lighthearted and they're full of surprises and miracles and they're just like here to help you out.
They're funny, yeah? Angels are comedians.
No, like what she's saying is they will throw shit your way. So for example, if she was like, angels, like if this guy is for me, give me a sign, like show me a 666 on a number plate, and then like 2 days later she sees a 666 on a number plate, and she believes that was from the angels, and she finds it funny, like, oh my god, these angels actually showed me. What is wrong with that?
Because if you believe something that isn't true, right, she's just attributing that
It's
to
not true in your world.
No, but there's no way. So if you said, show me a sign, show me something that says 333, because 333 is a common number, right? Threes are common, so you might come across a triplet, and you attribute that to, that is the sign, indefinitely, it came from the angel, then I'd say, you don't know that. And the way she's talking, like, absolutely, like, they're our friends, they're throwing funny shit at us. Where the fuck did she get that from?
This is all her belief and her life experiences. So if she's saying, okay, talk to the angel. She said some people believe that the angels are a higher version of yourself. So talk to yourself as if you were talking to you. So that could be what someone's belief is.
Where does that, because I understand where your belief in God comes from, in Christianity.
Yeah.
I can read up on that. I can understand where that comes from. Where did she get the idea that angels are older versions of ourselves?
I don't know about that because I'm not a spiritual person, but maybe if you researched into it, there might be answers to that.
I did try.
Yeah.
And what I found was she just made that up. There's no answer. That's just something she believes. And this is what I'm saying. She could believe that the angels are actually crocodiles with giraffe masks on.
But she's not saying that. But there is a lot of people who believe in spirituality, who believe in angels, angel numbers, things of that kind. They believe in them. I think spiritual people really believe in themselves. Like they believe in all the whole manifesting. I can create my whole life. Like if I want this job, I will manifest it and I'm going to get this job. Who's to say they're not crazy? But it's the same concept, but that is the same concept as believing in God. Because in the Bible, it says something along the lines of, if you ask, you shall receive, basically. So it's you even on church on Sunday, it's if you ask God, you believe and trust that God is gonna give that to you, which is exactly the same as manifesting. If you believe it, you can have it and it will happen. So it's just everyone's belief system.
That's not the complete belief though in Christianity. It's not asking you shall receive.
I understand that, but
if you think a paedophile screaming into the air saying, give me them underage cheeks,
a paedophile will go out of his way to get that.
Asking you shall receive. Apparently. It's nonsense.
If he goes out of his way to get it and he gets it and he believes in God or he believes in spirituality, he's going to be like, oh my God, the angels gave it to me, I got it. But no, he just went out and got it.
That's my whole point. People attribute this stuff to things that kind of make sense in their head. They try to make sense of things. It's almost like a coping mechanism. She has attributed angels to be an older version of herself for reasons that are going to remain unknown to all of us. Mm-hmm. She just said they're kind of an older version. She didn't elaborate why. It's like I speak to people about star signs. Where does your belief in star signs come from? Why do you think that Tauruses or Sagittarius act this way? Where are these studies done? And you know when someone says, oh, this person's just giving Gemini energy, And I say, what does that mean? No explanation. They just believe. So that's what I'm saying. You
But
can
there's a
believe.
lot of people who probably could give you an explanation to that.
I would really, really love for somebody. I'm not even going to ask people in the comment section because they'll go online and for hours research something that might sound halfway true. To stand in my face and tell me why they believe in star signs. Where did that belief come from? What scriptures or studies or textbooks that you can pull for me to read that this has come from? Most people that believe in star signs have no clue why they believe in them. It's a coping mechanism. It just makes sense. This person's shitty behavior is because they are a Capricorn. That solves all my problems.
And if that is what someone believes and that's what makes them feel better, what's wrong with that? Just because you don't believe in it, it's not living a lie. You're living by your personal beliefs.
But your personal beliefs...
You could say that Christians are living a lie. You could say that Muslims are living a lie because there's no evidence surrounding anything that anyone is believing.
No, there's a lot of things in Islam and Christianity that you can read. You can understand why people believe it. I don't mind people believing in things, but if I ask you why you believe it and you just say to me just because, then I'm going to think you're stupid.
But there is a lot of spiritual people who you would be able to have an in-depth conversation with about that kind of stuff. Yeah, of course.
Do you know any?
Spiritual people, yeah, loads.
That would actually be able to stand before me and tell me why they believe in star signs and how they got to that belief.
Yeah, probably. I don't know about star signs, but spirituality, angel numbers, that all of that kind of stuff, yeah.
So someone has explained to you why they believe angel numbers point to something.
I've not had an in-depth conversation with somebody about why they personally believe in it, but I know a lot of people who do follow that kind of belief and mindset and probably would be able to have an in-depth conversation with you about it.
Can you bring them on the show?
Yeah.
I would really, really appreciate that.
Okay. But not if you're going to try and rip and grill people to shreds, because you can't shit on somebody else for their own personal beliefs.
I'm not gonna shit on them. I'm gonna ask them basic questions. If they can't answer them, of course I'll push them on it. I have to push people on it. But you can't just say some BS and I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, but my issue with you is that just because you disagree, you can push back on somebody, but you won't actually try and understand their point. You're just going to push everything they say till eventually they get to the same mindset of you as is BS.
But if they believed it,
just because that's what you believe.
I'll give you an example. If I brought on Mohammed Hijab, I know you don't know who that is, but it's somebody that I watch on YouTube. He's an Islamic content creator. I really enjoy his content. I think no matter how much I push him, he's so well educated in Islam and understanding like the Muslim faith and all that, that he could probably push me more towards being on his side because he actually knows what he's talking about. Whether or not it's to be believed what's in the holy scriptures or whatever is one thing, but he has researched it enough for me to stand there and be like, I can respect this man's point of view, even if I disagree with some things or I don't believe or follow the faith. I can be like, okay, cool, I see where they're coming from. I could have Jordan Peterson on here or Ben Shapiro to talk about Christianity or Matt Walsh or whatever and be like, okay, cool, I can respect that even if I'm not a Christian. Can you bring on your friend that believes in spirit numbers and will they be able to get me to the point where I'm like, cool, I can see where they're coming from? Or are they just going to say to me, well, it just makes sense to me?
No. It wouldn't be that sort of conversation because this particular person who I'm thinking of has had a lot of personal experiences that's made her the way she is.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that when people go through really profound things and then there's like a support system, let's say, like angel numbers or star signs, it might be easier for them to say, well, this happened to me because of a Taurus or this happened to me because
it's not that kind of it's not that kind of concept.
Okay, cool.
I'll get her on.
I'm willing to listen to her. Okay. But of course I'm going to push her and if she doesn't believe what she's saying, then she'll cave.
Okay. She won't cave. She's a strong woman. She's a really strong woman. And I believe that...
Can she do it live?
The life that she lives, yeah, probably.
So I won't edit it. It's just going to be live. Whatever she says, she'll have to stick by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, I need to ask her if she'd be up for doing it. But the sort of person she is, she'll be able to sit there and talk to you for hours and just explain everything. And she's not like... She won't back down. She's not the sort of person to back down. She's a strong-headed woman. She's a clever, bright, intelligent girl as well.
All right, cool.
But hear me out. Do you think I'm crazy?
No, I don't think you're crazy.
Okay. becoming a Christian, I was kind of like you. Like, I believed in God, or I believed there was I believed in God. I don't know if you believe in God, but I believed in God specifically, but I didn't follow a religion. But I believed there was a higher power there. I was also one of them people that did try manifesting techniques and things like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I'm not ashamed to say it.
That's fine.
A lot of rich people in the world are ones who preach about things like that. By the way, if you've ever seen The Secret, you know what I mean. There was a period in my life, probably even last year, as early as last year. You look like you want to burst out laughing.
No, I'm listening.
Where I would sit there and I would talk to the moon. I'll talk to the moon. I'll talk to the stars. Am I crazy for doing that?
Well, you're a fucking werewolf or something. Were you howling as well? You
Yeah.
and Hugo in the
then
garden.
I started transforming into a werewolf. Am I crazy for that?
I would say that you were probably desperate.
But you know I'm not crazy and I was doing that.
No, I know you're not crazy. I'd say if you're sitting there talking to the moon, you're probably down in your luck. You've probably exhausted a few options, and you're probably desperate, and you're just wondering if there's a higher power listening to you. So you look at the moon. I don't think you're necessarily crazy.
But then maybe that's what this girl's going through, and she believes in a high power of angels.
Yeah, maybe she is desperate. Maybe she's
not to say she's crazy.
Maybe she's not crazy. I think something's gone wrong there. I'd say even in your instance, I'd say something went wrong. That's why you're looking at the moon. That's not something normal people do. But that doesn't mean you're crazy.
You can't say that's not something normal people do, because there's probably a lot of people out there who are normal people who do just believe in things like that.
I would say...
Or do things like that.
It's like the sheep religion, right? It's a genuine religion. People believe that there are sheep on the moon. I think it's on the moon, and that they're going to come down and destroy us one day. Sheep. Okay, now I would say those people are down bad. They're down bad, pretty bad.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'd say that's pretty loony.
That is loony, yeah, I would agree.
For example, Tom Cruise, my favorite actor of all time.
I'm sure everyone knows it.
Everyone knows Tom Cruise, my guy, but he's a Scientologist. Now, Scientology to me seems a bit out there. I don't think I'd ever subscribe to that, but I'd be willing to listen. I would listen to what they have to say, even though he's my favorite actor, even though I would love to meet the guy. Yeah, I think his belief system right now is a bit kooky to me. It doesn't make sense. So I think it's okay to say that some people, I'm not saying Tom Cruise is crazy, although Tom Cruise might be crazy, he jumps off buildings, that some people are crazy.
Some people might look at you and think you're crazy.
100%. Sometimes I look in the mirror.
All of our brains work differently.
Yeah, sometimes I look in the mirror and why'd you do that, mate? Are you crazy? Sometimes I do some crazy shit.
Such as?
And we're not getting
chat
into
shit
that.
to me. Well, crazy.
That's not crazy. That's standard.
Okay, I'm finally going to share with you guys the one thing that absolutely has shook me to my core, changed my reality and my life and the way I think about life forever. People are actually going to think I need to go to the loony bin after I make this, but like I don't even care, because I'm like,
I think you had to go to the loony bin before you made this.
if you try this out, you will also be like, okay, I might be a little bit crazy too, but why the fuck is this working? So take a chance, okay? Take a chance with, listen up. You hear about angel numbers, you hear about like, oh, I talked to my angels, or your angels are telling you. Nobody talks about the realness of angels. They are so legitimate. And let me explain to you, first of all, us humans are all so special that we actually individually each have our own guardian angel to ourselves. And they are literally put here in the heavens, I guess, to look out after you individually. And that's what they do.
So what I would say to that, if I was questioning her, is where did you hear that? How do you know that?
Some people believe that their family members who have passed are their guardian angels.
It's not the belief that's bothering me. It's how you got to that conclusion. If you woke up in the morning and said to me, I have a guardian angel, and he looks like Ghost Rider, I would say to you, how did you get there? If you can't tell me how you got there, and it's just something that you think is happening, then I'm going to say to you, you're using that as a coping mechanism.
Could be personal experiences. So, for example, I'm not one of these people, by the way, like all guardian guardian angels and stuff like that. However, one time I was at the cemetery visiting my granddad. I was a lot younger at the time. Like this was, I must have been about like 16, 17. And I was standing by his grave, and then there was two men in the cemetery at the same time. No one else, just me and these two men.
Was it late at night?
No, it was like in the afternoon, like 3, 4 p.m. But it was a gloomy day, you know, British weather. And I was just sitting there, just taking some time out. And then these two men looked at me, and one of them said something, and then they started walking towards me. And I kid you not, I got so scared. Like I was really shitting myself because they looked as though they were up to no good. I sat there and I spoke to my granddad. I was like, please, like, protect me. Do not let these men come near me. Like, please. Like, I was proper talking to him. I didn't call to God, no one else, just literally calling my granddad, for help. And they started walking towards me, and then randomly they just stopped and they walked away. They turned around and went the other way. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that was a personal experience. It could have just been coincidence, could have been anything. But for the fact that I was talking to my granddad, I was like, please don't let these men come near me. And they randomly just stopped and went the other way. I was a bit like, you know.
Oh look, that's your granddad.
£1 million. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm not going to speak on your on anything to do with your granddad.
It's not even about anything to do with that. I'm just saying a personal experience. So these people could have had personal experiences that make them believe in that.
Yeah, but I mean, with let's say that happened to her. I don't have an emotional tie to her, so I would say to her that
this is you commenting on my situation, but just now using her as an example.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to do that. I want to talk about your granddad. Can you?
No, what was you going to say? No, just use your example. I'm not going to get offended because you're not cussing out my granddad.
No, that's your mum's dad. I don't want to talk about him.
But you're not talking about him. You're talking about me and what the story I've explained.
Yeah, I would just say, look, I understand, a loved one has passed away. It's comforting to think that they're here looking after you.
Yeah.
Maybe they are, but to say that they are definitely,
yeah,
I'd say, well, you don't know that.
Yeah, but I haven't said that.
No, I'm not saying you said that. She would probably say
I'm
that.
not saying it was him. I'm not saying my loved ones are here looking after me. I don't know. I don't know all of that stuff. But I'm saying with an experience like that for someone like this, they would probably look at that as, yes, it was my granddad. Personally, do I think that was my granddad protecting me? Yeah, I do. I actually do, because it was too coincidental how they just randomly stopped halfway coming towards me.
I mean, look, I people know on this channel that I believe in ghosts. So I'm not ruling out the possibility. My problem with something like this is that she's speaking in absolutes. And she's just a human. Not. No, she is. She's saying that this is what they are, this is what they do. She's speaking absolutes that she knows.
I don't know if I wasn't paying attention.
As far as I was aware, with angels and a higher existence, is that the human mind can't even comprehend what exists beyond that. That's the common belief. So her being like, just chatting to the angels in the park. Like, dude, what are you talking to? You're talking to the wind.
Girl.
This is the same girl.
Oh, the same girl. Oh, because she was basically saying, call me crazy, basically. It might be crazy, but just try it because it works. But maybe it works for her and it's worked for her, which is why she's so, I have to share this information. I don't know.
Or maybe she's just coping with something. Maybe something bad happened and this is how she gets through her day. Do you really think she's talking to angels? Honestly speaking. I'm not saying that I'm saying, do you think?
Maybe. Do
you
think
people...
It's 50-50? I see dead people. Do you think they're really seeing dead people?
No.
Maybe.
No, I don't.
How do you know, though? You're not in their body to know what they're seeing and experiencing.
I didn't say I know. You asked me, do I think? And I think no.
So that means you don't believe in ghosts and all that?
No, I believe in ghosts. I don't believe people. If you told me
so if I said to you I saw a ghost in my room last night, would you believe me?
No.
Okay, why not? If you believe in ghosts and there's a possibility that there is ghosts, then why would you believe that I didn't see a ghost?
Because people lie. And sometimes people mistake things. For example, I put a coat on my chair once and I woke up, I thought there was a man standing there. I shit myself.
Okay.
Do you not understand that?
No, I'm just saying okay to your point. I asked you a question, you explained your point, so I'm saying okay.
Yeah, so I believe ghosts exist. It's just
Yeah.
that I think the human mind plays tricks on people, and sometimes
Yeah.
when you, like my mum, for example, believes in everything. She thinks everything is real. Werewolves, vampires, mermaids, fairies, you name it. If something kind of weird happens, it's not the wind. There's a little girl in our house. I'm just like, there's probably not. I believe that there's ghosts.
But there is a chance that it could be.
There's a chance, but I am very skeptical of the things people say. So whilst I believe that there's places that are haunted, I also think that if you tell somebody a place is haunted and they go there, they're going to think they're seeing things that aren't really there. Correct?
Correct.
That's why I don't believe people.
Okay.
I don't even believe my own eyes sometimes. Sometimes I see some shit, but because I'm freaked out by the place I'm in, I'm like, oh, I might have been imagining that.
I'm kind of with you on that. Like when people tell me stories, I'm like, did that really happen? But then why would they lie? But until I experience something for myself, I do find it hard to believe. But looking at this girl and you saying, do I think she's really talking to angels? Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I think you want to make sure everyone's happy.
No. I don't care. I would say, if I thought to myself, yeah, she's a lunatic and this is just bullshit, I would say, nah, she's chatting shit. I've come on now. You even said to me inside, you was like, oh, you may have said things on this channel that's hurt people's feelings, because I have been honest. Even last week, you forced it out of me, the honesty. So why do you think that I'm not being genuine here right now? Because I'm caring about her feelings. She probably ain't going to see this video. I don't care. But do I think potentially she might be talking to angels in her life experience? Maybe.
All right.
Here's the thing, they don't have access to you or your energy unless you literally call upon them and ask for their help and for their assistance. And so that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. But first, in order for me to actually get through to you, I need to teach you how to get in contact with them first. And so that way you know they're real.
Okay, so I want everyone to stop what they're doing right now. We are going to attempt to contact angels. So we're going to do it together.
No. I don't fuck with stuff like that.
If I start attempting, you're going to leave.
No, but I'm not getting involved.
Me and Sabi call upon you.
No, don't involve me in this. But let me ask you a question just before we move on to this. So then people that say they're psychics, and they might be like, oh, your grandmother's here with me right now. You're probably going to be skeptical, like everyone always goes to the nan and granddad because a lot of people have experienced the death of that.
Yeah.
But sometimes these people come out with facts about your dead people around you that only you would know. What's your thoughts on that?
I've never seen that before. I've always seen them ask very broad questions that can be applied to loads of people. I've never seen them accurately pinpoint a very private situation that only you would know about. For example, I live quite a private life. I don't expose all the things I'm doing. I talk to you about them, but there's very few people that would know. So if we went somewhere and she was able to tell me those things about myself, not some vague BS like my granddad's dead, because everyone's granddad's dead our age, then I'd be like, okay, cool. But I've never seen that. Never once in my life. I've seen it in Drag Me to Hell. I've seen it in Hollywood films. I have never, ever met a psychic who hasn't tried to ask me a bunch of questions to get an idea about me and just tell me some shit about myself just by looking at me.
Are you open to the idea that it is and has happened?
I'm open to that idea. Yeah.
Okay.
I went to this woman, right? Just took me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bleep his name out. He's going to fucking hate me for this. He took me to this woman.
Mm-hmm. What's her name?
I can't remember, but we were in like a shack sort of thing in the back of her garden.
Yeah, I'm in there.
And she was saying to me, oh, your guardian angel, he's close your eyes and visualize him. And I was like, this bitch is chatting so much shit. So I said, oh yeah, I can see him. She was like, yeah, I can feel a presence manifesting around you. I was like, yeah. Do you know who I was imagining?
Who?
Ghost Rider. You know what I said to her? Yeah, he looks like a cowboy. And she was like, you do like have that that Western plane, that American plane, Industrial Revolution energy about you. And I'm looking at this fucking bitch took my money.
I want to tell you something else.
She's full of shit, right?
I want to tell you something else.
You think she's full of shit?
I want to tell you something else.
Yeah.
Huh?
Do you think she's full of shit?
Do I think she's full of shit? No. I just think it's your personal belief. No, that, yeah. But she's obviously only going to cling on to whatever you're saying. But other things like, I don't know. I don't know where I stand with it all.
Tell me what you want to say.
One time, when I was younger, this one time at band camp, again, this is not something I believe in, but it's such a coincidence. That's so rude, you know.
There's what?
That's so rude. See, did you lot all just see that?
I'm sorry, I thought it was my mum.
I was talking, and then you started looking at your phone. I said, that's rude. And then you said, that's what? Because you weren't listening.
I thought my mum texted me. It's midnight. I was like, why is mum texting? So go on. It's mum. If your mum texts you, I'd understand.
Do you accept that was rude? You could have said, sorry, Sabi, I think my mum's texted me.
I said, my bad. It's the same as saying sorry.
Next time I do something wrong and you get annoyed, I'm going to say, my bad. See how you like it.
Didn't you say sorry to me
I'm
earlier?
sorry doesn't exist in my world anymore. My bad. Yeah, but that's because that's a normal human decent thing to do.
Well, my bad isn't.
But now I'm going to say my bad. Yeah.
That's fine.
My bad is patronizing.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
It is.
Could you just tell me how?
Because it's, to me personally, it doesn't come across as a genuine sorry. It's like, my bad. It's kind of like you're laughing, like you're not really sorry, but you're trying to say sorry because you think you have to, but you don't really care.
No, but if I knock you over, if I brush past you and I go, oh, my bad, so not, oh, my bad. I went, oh, my bad. The tone of voice means I'm being sincere.
My bad it doesn't mean sorry. My bad is like, oh, that's my bad. That's not, I'm sorry. That was wrong.
All right. How about I apologize?
Apology accepted. So when I was younger, I must have been about 16, 17 again, or whatever. And I was on a holiday. I was in Cyprus, actually. And there was this like psychic woman in the hotel. So we went and saw her. We all went and had like our little hour session. And everything she was saying, I was just taking with a pinch of salt. I was like, oh, whatever, this is bullshit, yeah. And she was like, oh, there's a girl with short red hair and a nose piercing. She's like, she said, be careful of this girl.
Right.
She's going to steal your boyfriend.
Oh, God. Yeah, I think you told me this before.
I kid you not. 3 years later, my boyfriend at the time cheated on me with a girl with short red hair and a nose piercing. I never even told him the story. And at the time, I thought, this is just bullshit. And then when that happened, I was like, wait a damn minute.
That could just be a coincidence. There's a lot of people with red hair and piercings around here.
Short red hair and a nose piercing, to be precise. I don't see many of them. And all the women in the world, and he cheats with one of that exact description. Like, that is the biggest coincidence. Yeah.
Look, maybe you found an actual psychic. I'm just saying I've never seen one. I'd love for you to introduce me to one. Don't tell them anything about me.
I don't know any.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
We can ask. I'm sure he knows tons. You really introduced me to one scam artist.
If anyone knows any psychics, please let us know, because I would love to know who I'm going to marry.
I don't want to know who I'm going to marry.
I do.
I just want you to tell me something that nobody else knows. That's it. And I want to meet them in person. I don't want you to tell them anything about me. Absolutely nothing. Don't want them to even be aware of my existence.
You are going to feel a little bit crazy while you do this, but the best part about angels is that they know you're human. So you can just have a real ass conversation with them. But first, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to step outside. I really, really prefer that you step outside. Being in nature, something about the energy. You're going to step outside. You're going to put your hands down like this, look up and say, I'm calling upon my guardian angel right now. I'm calling upon
Wait a minute, Michael, you said you was going to do it.
Yeah, all right, cool. All right, you want me to
Are you going outside to do it?
Yeah.
All right, let's watch the whole video, full instructions, and then we'll do it.
my guardian angel right now. Close your eyes, feel the energy. And then you can just have a real ass conversation with them. Be like, yo, angels, I don't know if you're real, guardian angel. This crazy chick on TikTok told me to do this. So, like, if you are real, I would love to see an unmistakable sign from you, proving to me that you're real, because I'd love to have a relationship with you. But first, I need proof that I'm not just a crazy person. And you can ask for a specific sign, or you can literally just ask for an unmistakable sign from them. And they will show up. Literally within 1 day or 2 days, they will show up and say thank you. Thank you for the sign. Thank you for proving to me that you're real. I can't wait to build a relationship with you. Remember, your angels want the absolute best for you. Okay? They are here to help you and give you guidance and help you make decisions and whatever it may be. They are there for you. So just be open to the experience and your mind is going to be blown. I'm going to make this a whole series, so stay tuned.
So,
Lord in heaven, the whole series.
look, I think if you do it and you go into it just not believing like, oh, this is BS, then it's probably nothing is going to happen to you.
Her words were, they will show up.
But
They will show up.
it doesn't happen instantly. And I think that you're the kind of person that...
She said 1 to
if
2
you
business
asked,
days.
maybe... If you asked for a sign and that sign showed up, I think you'd be too embarrassed to admit it.
No, hell no. If I asked for... She said, ask for something very specific and they will show up. Right? I have something specific in mind. I'm not going to choose anything crazy.
A sign.
Yeah, I'm not going to choose anything crazy. I'm not going to say, oh, show me a sign that I'm a Super Saiyan or some shit.
You say, show me a sign, let an orange land in my lap.
I don't think that's a sign. That's pretty direct.
That's a sign.
A sign of what?
That's their sign. Like,
Or
imagine
that
you
exist.
said that they exist, yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know why I'm skeptical doing it? Because I do believe in that there's other things out there. I just think this dumbass might be setting me up to call upon a demon. Somehow, show me you're out there, show me out there. I suddenly get hit by lightning. And then that's it, I'm haunted for the rest of my life.
No, because you're not, I think you should be alone. Like, go to a park, be alone and just sit there and just actually call and believe that it could potentially be real and see what result you get. But if you just sit there now, my God, and go, oh, this crazy girl on TikTok told me to do this, angel, show me you're real. You're not being serious and it's not going to happen. It's a waste of time.
The only reason we're not going to do it right now is because it is midnight. And if I go out and start shouting at angels, Sabi's mom's going to come outside and smack the shit out of me. So,
yeah, it is.
I mean,
Sabi's got a berry tree.
She's got a nice garden, but we will definitely do it. I will definitely film myself.
You will definitely do it.
She said that they will definitely show up. But she didn't say you have to believe or not. She said try and speak to them. And they'll show up. They'll show you something in 1 to 2 business days. So we're gonna see. We'll see. I mean, they get that sounds like they get back to you pretty quickly. It's faster than most emails you get from companies these days, right?
It's faster than my POT delivery.
That express delivery from heaven. Yeah, we'll give it a try. Maybe she's onto something. Personally, I think she's mad, but we'll see in it. You guys try as well. Let me know what happens. Let me know if the guardian angel showed up, or if now you're being haunted by some demonic presence and she's just set you up. This was an op sent from Lucifer himself to fucking set us all up. Of course it would be. She's on TikTok. Why am I even entertaining this? This bitch is going to damn me to hell. I'm not doing it anymore.
Do you not think that you sound crazy now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound like
this
an
is what happens
loon.
when you indulge with crazy people. You go down the crazy lane. Now I'm on the yellow brick road talking about angels and demons. Anyway.
This is like however many minutes you're never getting back of your life.
Yeah.
And all you people that have watched this.